Type of gathering, size, or budget, Yetter Locker and Catering has you covered. They have it all, from the choice of meat and potatoes to sides and desserts. High-quality cuisine and exceptional service are their top priority, and Jason and his team are committed to exceeding their customers' expectations. Call Jason today at 888-855-8744 for pricing and details. Yetter Locker and Catering, proud supporters of all the local athletics.
We welcome you back at the halftime here of the boys basketball game tonight. 38-27 and Carroll with the lead. Joining me right now is a Tiger head coach for the girls on Tyler Tassell. And Coach, you're going to run into a pretty good basketball club tonight, and you guys able to get that first basket of the game, but then South Central kind of went on a run at that point and kind of put this one away early tonight. But to tell you what, again, like the effort out of your girls tonight, what did you see in the game tonight?
Well, that's what you kind of hit on there. We wanted to come out, work hard. We knew we had to get back on defense and rebound really well because they have 5 good rebounders always on the court and good ball handlers, and they push the ball really well. We did a good job of getting back for the most part. There's a couple times where we gave them an easy layup. They finished well, and we came out what I thought ready to play, but it didn't. It's kind of like they just took over.
And, Coach, it looked like they were really pushing things out defensively tonight and kind of making you guys start your offense almost out at half court, especially in that first half.
Yeah, that's what we talked about this week in practice, or Monday in practice, too. We knew that that's what they could do because they're so long. They've got, they're not really a huge girl, but they're all 5'10", 5'9", 5'11".
Yeah.
Maybe even a 6-footer in there. I don't know. But they run that 1-3-1 zone. They do a real good job of covering the whole court, and it's tough to pass, anything other than about a 5-foot pass on them. And even then, they get tips on them, and we knew we had to have some ball fakes. So yeah, we were ready for that, but it's hard to emulate that length in practice.
Coach, how did you feel like you guys were able to adapt to the second half? I don't know if it was because they shifted more into a man-to-man, but you guys were able to get more looks in the post. Molly Risman, I thought, had a nice second half. You guys really were able to kind of move the ball around and share it and find her, too.
Yeah, well, that definitely helped a little bit. We've stressed at halftime and before the game, attacked the middle, and I think we did a better job in the second half of doing that. But there was times where we're still young, but at our point guard position, when the 2 sophomores are in, that point guard, 3 sophomores, but they've got to grow up. We've talked to them. You got to grow up quick, and we expect a lot out of them. We're going to live with some of their mistakes, but we got to start making those a little less.
Talk about the defensive effort against their post players. How did you feel like you guys were able to defend down in the block tonight? At times looked pretty good. You were forcing them to miss some shots, able to get some rebounds, and at times they were just able to move that ball really quickly and get themselves some open looks.
And that's, there was times where we did a really good job, and they just did a better job of being patient and working around one more time. And that's a test to their good players and seniors that they have a little bit. And that they've been, we talked about it before the game that they were sophomores, juniors, now they're seniors, a couple of them together. And, that helps playing together a little bit. But there was times, like you said, we did a good job defensively, especially in the half court. And they just made that extra pass. And it was like they knew, okay, take this away. We're going to come at you from this angle then.
Coach, it also looked to me at times tonight like you guys beginning to become more of a comfortable team when you get around that free throw line in. Some players, Carly Jones, I know, came in and knocked down some shots. We talked about Molly Risselman had some nice moves down in the block, but it just looks like the team gaining a little bit more confidence. You're not still able to step out and shoot a lot of threes, but that mid-range jump shot game beginning to get a little better.
Yeah, and that's part of it. It's coming in strength, and then also just shooting a lot on their own in the off season and things. We did some good workouts, but we still just need to do more, and hopefully, you go from freshman basketball to a little bit of JV and then thrown right into the varsity with the sophomores anyway, and the juniors, they've never, expressed that they're great outside shooters, but they are getting better at it. They don't look to take it maybe sometimes enough. Emily's done that a few times, but she could still look at the hoop a little bit more. But I think we're doing better at that, like you said, 15-foot jump shots. We're doing a lot of shooting when we can, but there's just a lot of things you got to go over, especially during the season.
Well, Tyler, we appreciate you joining us here at the halftime. Best of luck. I know you guys head down to Perry coming up on Friday night.
It's here, actually.
That's right, here in town, yeah.
Yep.
So best of luck coming up against Perry on Friday night. Head coach Tyler Tassell again with the Carroll Tigers. We'll step away, take a quick break. We're going to try and catch up with head coach Dave Birks coming up here shortly on Kick 106.7.
Team Ford Lincoln, the new automotive dealership on Highway 30 East in Denison. Our doors are open to provide the area with a new and improved car buying experience. The premier dealership is staffed with 15 automotive professionals who are part of an experienced team focused on customer service and satisfaction. In addition to an extensive selection of Ford and Lincoln vehicles, customers can expect to find vehicles equipped with the latest in automotive technology in the newly remodeled facility on Highway 30 East in Denison. Give us a call at 712-393-3000. Team up with Team Ford Lincoln.
Choose Draperies Plus in Rockwell City for all your flooring and window covering needs. Hi, it's Sarah. Here at Draperies Plus, we pride ourselves in a great selection of carpet, linoleum, laminate flooring, and ceramic tile, as well as our large selection of window treatments, which are custom designed in our workroom. All designs are specially made to fit your needs. Visit DraperieSPlusRC.com or visit our showroom at 750 High Street in Rockwell City. Stop by to pick up your South Central Calhoun apparel today. Draperies Plus in Rockwell City is a proud supporter of all local teams.
We welcome you back here at the halftime. Jeff Blackman with you here tonight. Let's take a look at some of the numbers in our boys game. Again, we're waiting to catch up with Dave Birks. He's talking with a radio station right now out of Twin Lakes. Let's take a look at our numbers here for South Central Calhoun. Zach Ludwig's got 6 here tonight. Kyle King with 3. Derek Kinkinius with 3. Ryan Daisy's got 12. John Curran's got 2. And Jacob Clark with a 1. They are right now 5 of 8 from the free throw line. For the Carroll Tigers here tonight, Addison Ross has got 8. Eli Cleveland has got 12. It is Colby Molinsky with 1. Connor Holdsworth has got 2. Dayton Ross with 7 in the first half. Tigers right now are 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Let's switch back over to that girls game. Coach, you guys fell down 2-0, and then after that, kind of able to get the ball movement. I really like the way your team. I had you 10 assists and 14 baskets in the first half. That's got to be a kind of a number that makes the coach happy.
Well, we have emphasized that from day one. In fact, I, as a coach, have emphasized that all the way through. It's a team game, and if there's somebody open, they better have the ball. And it was really great to see Michaela take off tonight. She had, just been struggling a little bit, but boy, she got pushing the ball and just made some great passes.
And we'll keep Coach Birks with us for a little while here as we get the second half started for the boys game. It'll be Molinsky getting it over to Dayton Ross. Colby now gets it back, gets it inside to Addison. Step through move on Daisy. Now he tries to kick the pass out. It's right into the hands that time of Cody Case, who comes up with the steal. And the Titans will push it ahead. They'll get it to Kyle King, who travels with the basketball. Coach, you wanted to work on some things, I think, defensively tonight. How did you feel like your defense came out? I like that 3-2 zone you guys started off with tonight.
Well, I tell you, it's actually a 1-3-1, and I've run that in the past, and I just love it because it's a little different than what people normally see. Everybody prepares 2-3 and 1-2-2, but and with our length and athleticism, it makes that defense really, really tough.
We got a whistle on a foul against the South Central Calhoun. Addison Ross will get himself to the free throw line. That foul on Kyle King going to be his second, team foul number 1. And Ross will miss the first of 2 free throws. Addison hitting 59% at the line this season. Coach, you shifted then as we've got a timeout in the flood. That'll give us a chance to kind of finish up the interview here, Coach. You guys shifted over to the man-to-man defense. Which defenses were you more happy with tonight?
Well, the 1-3-1 is what we usually start in just because it's probably our best defense. But, tonight we want to learn how to, get better at our man-to-man. We went a little 2-3 as well. Tonight's a night when you work on things and you try and take care of your own business. And, whatever the score is, but let's do our things the way we want. And our defense, we started emphasizing that last summer already. And the girls are really embracing that right now, that we want to shut people down, and they're doing a good job.
Coach, you're now 8-0 on the season. What have you learned about your club here before the Christmas break?
Well, it's showing a little character. I think a little more toughness than maybe what we've seen in the past. I think the state basketball tournament last year was huge in some of that development. You add the volleyball season and what they did there, and you put it all together, and I think they're developing just kind of as athletes.
Zach Ludwig fires up the 3 left side. Dayton Ross will grab the rebound. Addison made that second free throw. And now the Tigers will bring it up. We'll keep Coach here for just one more second as Molinsky going to fire up a 3 right side. And Colby will knock that one down, give the assist that time to Addison Ross on the dribble penetration. And Carroll extending their lead now to 15 here in the second half, up 42-27. And Ludwig can have the pass slip through his fingertips. It'll be Carroll basketball. Coach, where do you think this team still needs to improve going into the second half of the season after the game Saturday night up at Emmitsburg?
Well, toning down the defense a little bit. I hate to even say that, but, like tonight we had 10 fouls in the first half, ended up with 17, and got just a little complacent, I think. But, consistency is always the thing. Maybe a little better outside shooting, but, we're playing pretty well right now. And you kind of got to remember that we lost that first week of practice. So, they're kind of playing a little bit of catch-up, but doing a good job.
Molinsky hits another three, and then the Titans throw the ball away. Colby Molinsky with it. You'll get it down to Addison Ross. His three from the right baseline is up no good. It bounces off the back of the rim, and ricochets up over the backboard. Coach, let's talk a little bit about your inside game, and then I'll let you go here tonight. Really able to establish that. Didn't look like early on like you guys wanted to shoot much from the outside. It was really just going to get that ball inside.
Well, the weapon we have is the ability to put so many different girls in there. But, you got Haley that shoots it pretty well, Hannah, Corey, all from the outside. And that really opens things up for Tiff. And she's been doing a good job, had 15 tonight, and just so strong physical presence. When you can go inside like that, why not? So, and again, our kids are willing to do that, even though maybe Tiff gets more points than they do. But if that's what the team needs, that's what they're doing.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you joining us here tonight. Congratulations on the start. Best of luck up at Emmitsburg on Saturday night.
You bet. Pleasure as always. And if I don't see you, have a great holiday.
Absolutely. Happy holidays to you and the family as well. Head coach at Dave Birks, again with South Central Calhoun. While we were gone here, it was Cody Case knocking down a jump shot for South Central second half. Welcome back here in the postgame. Jeff Blankman joined right now by Caleb Horley from the Carroll Tigers. And Caleb, a good win tonight, 82-45. Kind of tight there in the first half, though. South Central came out. Zach Ludwig able to kind of get going. But you guys offensively were rolling a little bit early, too. What did you think about that first half tonight?
Well, in the first half, we kind of came out a little flat. And that's kind of been something we've been doing all season long. So I guess at halftime, Coach really emphasized that we come out and we needed to put ball pressure on them on defense, and we did that in the third quarter, and it really paid off for us.
Caleb, what do you guys got to do as a group, though? One of the seniors on this team to kind of come out and not have those kind of slow starts to basketball games the rest of the way.
We might be going a little half speed in warm-ups, maybe go a little more full intensity to get us completely loosened before the game starts.
Let's talk about that second half. You saw a lot of minutes, saw some in the first half, but a lot of minutes in the second half. Able to knock down a three, rebounded the basketball very well. And let's talk, though, about your defensive pressure early on. That's something this team really, I think, looked like you guys kind of came out focused on tonight, was playing defense. How did you think the defense played overall? And then talk about your defensive effort here in the second half.
Overall, as a team, I think, especially in the second half, we were just outstanding, putting ball pressure on them and making them go with our weak hand. And they had some troubles with it, made some turnovers. And then, as me personally, we just have a lot of guards that can put pressure on, so let's just keep putting ball pressure on them.
How much do you like playing defense, and what do you think your strength is on the defensive end?
Defense it's tough to play, but when you're playing good defense, it's a lot of fun, so then it gets a lot of energy and gets the team going.
Offensively, how did you think you played tonight? I had a couple of really nice passes tonight, knock down that big three over in the left corner as well.
Yeah, I thought we played well. We just really wanted to distribute to the guys, especially the guys that work hard all year. Just get them the ball and see what they can do with it.
How much fun is it to play in a game like tonight, not just because you won and won big, but because you guys played well and seemed to click both sides of the ball?
That just makes it a lot more fun for us as a team, and it's just nice to see everyone get out on the floor and having a good time as a team.
Where do you think this team still needs to improve? You got one more game coming up Friday night against a very good Perry Ball Club. They always seem to play you guys very well. So what do you got to do to win that one, and where can this team improve over break?
I think especially for the Perry game, shutting down Shimon Ivory. So just man-to-man defense and being able to move our feet. We got a little bit too many fouls tonight than we would like to have, so especially on defense.
Talk about the three-point shooting for this team. You're one of those guys that can knock down threes. How tough is it to not just fire them up when you know you're open at time, but you guys show patience kind of continuing to move the ball around?
Yeah, it's definitely a harder thing to do, pass up an open look, but when you pass up that open look, it might be Addison or Connor going to the block, posting up, have a wide open layup. So just getting the assist, that just feels good too.
Well, Caleb, I appreciate you joining us here tonight. Congratulations on the outstanding effort.
Thank you.
Caleb Horsley again with the Carroll Tigers. We're going to get Mason White over here on the headphones, and Mason will be joining us here in just a second. Mason, like Caleb, scored 4 points on the night tonight. All those coming here in the second half. Talk about your effort here offensively here in the second half, and how did you feel like you played?
I thought I played pretty well. Running on the court, getting some rebounds. I waited for him to give me the ball, and I got one layup in, and I got fouled and hit the 2 free throws. I thought I did fairly well.
Talk about taking that strong to the hole there. What were you looking at, kind of taking us through that play where you were able to knock down the bucket?
I tried to just fill my lane. Caleb had the ball, I think, up the middle, and he passed it to me, trying to make contact. Tried to put it in, but it didn't go in. Just went to the free throw line.
How did you feel like the second group played tonight, and how were you guys able to control that second half, especially there in the fourth quarter when you guys saw a lot of minutes?
We played pretty well. We like to give the team a lot of energy. We come in with a lot of energy because we're on the bench, giving the team a lot of enthusiasm, trying to bring it up, and that energy helps a lot with the team.
Talk about that. What's it like, you guys there how do you guys try to keep that energy up during the game? How do you try to, keep Eli and Addison and Connor and all those guys going?
Down there on the end of the bench, the Pine Stars, we try to give the team some celebrations, make them have a little bit more fun than it already is.
I've heard some rumors about the Pine Stars this year. You guys have a lot of fun down there. Can you tell us any of the things you guys like to do?
We like to do the field goal unit.
Okay.
I'm the kicker. Tom's the snapper. Cooper's the holder. And Jerry, he's down there being the field goal post, and we put it right through the uprights.
All right. Talk about practice. What's the intensity like for you guys in practice, and stuff? You're not always going to get a lot of time in games, but it sounds like you still come out, work hard every single day in practice to really help push these guys, and that really makes you a very valuable member of this team.
Yeah, a lot of the time we learn the plays, and we try to do our best, push the first teamers out there to do their best, and try to make everybody their best.
I tell you what, Mason, appreciate you joining us tonight. Congratulations on a good effort and a good win. Mason White with the Carroll Tigers. We'll get a head coach, Chris Molinsky, on the headphones with us here tonight. As coach is joining us here in the post game. Coach, we'll get you to slide in here on the camera. Coach Molinsky now joining us. And, Coach, congratulations. A nice win here tonight against a good South Central Calhoun ball club. Tight first half of play. I thought offensively, Eli Cleveland came out and really shot the ball pretty well early on.
Yeah, thank God he did. I think he had 4 three-pointers in that first half, and really our only scoring threat. We struggled against their zone initially, and Eli would step out, knock down a 3, and kind of keep that cushion there for us.
Why do you think that zone gave you so much trouble tonight? It's not like you guys haven't seen some of those zones this year, right?
Yeah, we just weren't hitting our spots. We got to hit our guys in the right spots at the right time. Our timing really wasn't there. We weren't moving the ball crisply, and that allowed the defense to get into a position and defend well. And when you do that, we weren't getting good looks at it. And Eli was shooting the ball well enough that even though we weren't getting great looks, he was still knocking down shots.
Did you start to see that turn a little bit in the second quarter, or did it not really turn around until the second half?
Yeah, I thought we were lethargic the whole first half, to be quite honest. We worked hard, but we weren't working very efficiently. And, we got a couple of good looks out of some sets, I thought. But the entire first half, I just didn't feel like we were ready to play maybe tonight.
What'd you think on the defensive end? You guys were able to keep Ryan Daisy from really getting going, but the Ludwig kid kind of hurt you with his dribble penetration early.
Yeah. We made some adjustments in halftime, and I think that was really important for us. We started forcing them to their left, which, they weren't real skilled ball handlers, and, our guys weren't recognizing that. And I think when we did that, we got a few more turnovers, and we took Ludwig out that second half, and he wasn't quite as effective. And then we made a switch to a smaller lineup the second half, kind of quickened up the game, and I think that helped us with our full court pressure and got that tempo moving to a pace that we like.
How much does it hurt your team defensively when a guy like Ben Wellendorf picks up a couple of early fouls and doesn't really get to see a lot of time in the first half?
Well, fortunately, we've got depth.
Yep.
But, we got Ben out there for a reason. He's a bulldog. He plays with the linebacker's mentality, and that's what we love about him. He gets after it. He's with him and Kyle Christensen, those guys are kind of the dragon slayer. We keep telling them every night, you guys cut off the head of the dragon, they're point guard, and we're going to have a lot of success. And once again tonight, I thought those two guys did a good job. With Ben getting in early foul trouble, that just moves Kyle into the game a little bit quicker, and, fortunately we have that depth.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought Kyle played well for you tonight, Coach. I asked Caleb Horsley because he said, we didn't come out with the kind of intensity and the kind of energy level we needed to. I asked him, I says, how do you guys, as one of the seniors, fix that? He said, maybe you have to go a little harder in warm-ups. Again, you guys kind of come out a little lethargic. You even said it in that first half. That's going to come back to haunt you as the season goes along if that doesn't get fixed probably after break or before the game Friday night with Perry.
The road gets tough. Perry's got a heck of a ball club. They've got 6-7 guys that are fantastic players. They got 3 kids that are left-handed and just slash hard to the basket. So if we come out lethargic, we're going to find ourselves down 20. So we'll have to get this corrected here over the next 3 days, or it'll be a long weekend.
It certainly will, Coach. We appreciate you joining us here. Best of luck coming up Friday night against the Perry Blue Jays.
Thank you very much. Appreciate
Head
it.
Coach Chris Molinsky again with the Carroll Tigers. Carroll picking up an 82-45 victory tonight in the boys' game. South Central Calhoun winning the girls' game tonight earlier, 72-24. Thanks very much for watching and listening.